Hi there, and welcome to a small preview of our new campaign. Because earlier this week we launched our third song. That's what we call our campaigns. We thought we'd play through at least the first scenario. We might even do the second one, and let you have a small glimpse into what we're doing. Now, do be warned, I am in no way a professional when it comes to playing the game, which is strange because I'm getting paid for it. I tend to relax way too much, just do stuff that are just obviously for fun and not for the most efficient way of doing stuff. Still, I am more than eager to play it. Now, we will be playing the third song. It's called Together for Her. And, well, we are just dying to show you. There has been a lot of streams this last week by some very professional and great streamers. We recommend watching them as well. Now, the third campaign is the Barony of Loth, our awesome necromancers. The other two, let's say, factions that we introduced so far, Arleon and Rana, might see that the Barony of Loth is evil. But we don't really see it that way, and they absolutely don't. The once great Barony of Loth longs for the glory days of the Empire. When they welcome the scholars of the unseen society into their lands, hope is rekindled to restore order to the world and bring back the peace and prosperity of the Aurelian Empire. Now, a little backstory. Loth, or the Barony of Loth, is just one barony in the lands of Arleon, the island of Arleon in this way. And, well, they were great once. They were among the first baronies to claim their fealty to Aurelia back in the days, and they sort of yearn for glories long past. Now they are a barony in decline, as this first mission will tell you. In the year of 592 AI, that's after Aurelia, Baron Aldous of Loth traveled his lands collecting the tithe he owned the Stoutheart barony. Reaching the final part of his journey, a passage called the Trail of Oaths. He hoped not only to collect the final taxes needed, but also renew his oath to Aurelia. I will go with the normal difficulty for this mission. It's the first one, it's not as tricky. If you find our new campaign a tad hard to start with, we recommend you start with the songs 1 and 2. It is a progressive campaign, even though you totally can do it but you can totally have this campaign as your first. It is slightly trickier than the last ones. Awesome. Let's go. I will be doing slight narration. Now let's see. Baron Aldous of Loth have traveled to the southern points of his barony to collect the taxes owed from his remote villages and to claim a hefty sum of gold from the Baron House of Fairbrand, who have been leasing his lands in exchange for gold. Now that gotta be not the best feeling in the world, leasing out your own barony to merchant guilds and lands. There we go, just making sure you see more of the lovely screen. A well-maintained shrine of Aurelia was the first shrine along the Trail of Oaths. Many followers of Aurelia visited the shrine to renew their oaths for years to come. Aldous approached the shrine and bent a knee. "Oh, Aurelia, how would you weep to see your empire now? Your most loyal servant of Loth are reduced to rent collectors, bowing to Stoutheart and leasing our ancient lands to these Baryon merchants, but no more. When I collect the final installment from the Barians, we'll reclaim our land and be free of a debt to Stoutheart. By blood and bone, my essence now forever, I pledge to thee in peacetime and in war, Aurelia the Great, and your endeavours I swear my oath to serve forevermore. And it's a nice little oath, very law-abiding in many, many ways. That was it. We have visited the shrine. We got a bonus from it. Let's head on down this very evident path. This looks, let's just say, not great. A bedraggled group of peasants were working on the road. Ho there, farmer. What are you working on that keeps you from the fields?
Forgive us, Baron. We've cursed with heavy rains and flooding. Much of the crop has been lost, and we're afraid that the river will rise again and wash away the road.
We must pray that Empress Aurelia will intervene to stop the river, and in the meantime, do what you can. Your initiative commends you. But why have you all armed yourselves?
There have been many attacks by brigands, my lord, Baron.
Brigands? I will drive them from these parts, but I'll need your help to do it. Come with me, and we'll care for the roads once these brigands are dealt with.
Gladly, my lord. With the blessings of Aurelia, we'll deal with his scum.
Alright, let's get some militia. Let's increase our little army. Now, the Baron is obviously not here for war. He didn't really bring that many troops, but he did bring a small gathering of footmen, some archers, that's upgraded rangers, so these are definitely his elite troops, and now some nice peasants and beggars. Poor things. No survivors remain, but sifting through the ashes, some resources were found, and quite a lot of them. Gold aplenty. There we go. Near the ruins of an old farmstead stood a farmer with his family. As he saw the Baron's forces approach, he brought his boy with him to meet them on the road. My Baron, you are welcome sight in these troubled times. He did sound a lot like a Baron. Let's change that.
Here are the taxes owed for this year.
My dear man, how is it possible you still have this?
We were lucky, and the brigands didn't find the chest I had buried. We hid in the nearby swamp as they burned it all. Please, take it.
No, my good fellow, I will not accept taxes from a family in need such as yours. Use this to rebuild. My forces should have prevented this from happening in the first place.
Baron Aldous, I am speechless.
Keep your gold, farmer. Aurelia's blessing be upon you.
And you, my Baron, you have my undying gratitude.
See, he's like a nice guy. Loth gets, just the worst. What do you call it? Well, people see them as way more evil than they are. I mean, this Baron Aldous wouldn't hurt a fly. All right, let's pick up some farmhouses. That will be a source of riches for everyone. Pick that up, and the blacksmith, nice sharp sword. Add that to our long list of accomplishments. Fine, it's not a long list yet. Pilgrim's Rest was a common place to stop for pilgrims traveling the Trail of Oaths, but now it had fallen into disrepair, and many of the fields lay underwater. Baron Aldous, Aurelia's blessing be upon you. And upon you, I saw signs of brigands on the way. A burnt farmstead. Have they stolen the yearly tithe?
Yes, my lord. Lately, many bands of brigands have been ravaging the roads and farmsteads. We've armed ourselves the best we could, but we couldn't stop them. They've stolen almost everything.
Cursed brigands. I am sorry I did not come sooner. But together we'll drive him off his lands, and we'll teach those brigands what the followers of Aurelia do
to her enemies. We'll gladly join you. We should head to Mason's quarry and see if it still stands. There's a small garrison there. By my oath to Aurelia, I shall clear the roads of brigands and retrieve the gold for the tithe.
There we go. Let's see. That is just a fair amount of militia, if I ever saw one. Let's see, we've claimed a little settlement. We can also increase it. Now, we can't build military buildings. That is because the dear old Baron isn't allowed to. He is limited due to Stout Heart, who have put some quite nasty. Very easy. Let's make sure the countryside is a bit more safer by taking care of his pack of wolves. Absolutely great. There we go. And let's take care of it. Are they positioned nicely? Well, nice enough. These wolves are probably just going to run up here. I'll try to protect my ranged with my lovely little footmen. There we go. Yeah, manual battle. Let's go. We deserve this win. I mean, if not for the brave militia who have been fighting so hard. Now, the risk here is, of course, that the wolves will run around and jump one of my more squishy units. So I'm going to place my footmen right there. I'm not going to attack them, though. I'm just going to stand my ground. You can see that I get order essence. That's because for each stack of troops, I get some essence. Essence is magic. And right now, we only get order. We get order from militia. We get order from the archers. And we get order ×2 from the footmen. Let's see if we can do anything. Let's do protection on my footmen, just in case. And let's shoot them. I, of course, didn't need to, because my militia took care of it. Those lovely recruited peasants and beggars from farmsteads that have suffered during bandit raids. There we go. Let's pick up the gold and the XP. There we go. Baron Aldous has reached the 2nd level. We can either do combat training, order magic, or command. Nice. Focus. We'll do command, I think. There we go. That means I have another little slot here for troops, which of course will increase my essence, because it doesn't matter if I have just 1 or 10. The essence I get is just the same. Let's kneel down to the next shrine of Aurelia. Aldous approached the old shrine of Aurelia and knelt. Aurelia, I will ask for strength and guidance in battles to come. Help me to save my people. Aurelia, Aurelia eternal, I lay my worth to measure on your scale. You hold us all protective and maternal. May those who stand against you ever fail. There we go. 2nd objective is done. But those drapes, I don't like the look of them. A pack of drapes emerged from the trees. And if you call them drapes or dreefs, I think that's just up to you. Drapes, here. The wolves are bad enough. We must destroy them before they spread. There we go. Now, drapes have a nasty little thing. That means that if you attack them, they retaliate before you hit them. That is quite nasty. Let's do a annual battle regardless. It's dangerous to go alone. And let's see. It's fine. That will do. Let's see if we can push ahead a bit. There we go. Yip, yip, yip. Now, Archers, such as this, they are the range. They aren't in deadly range yet. I would love to hit them when they reach deadly range. That's between this, and thanks to their ability of ambush, we can. We'll back away with those. They are a bit too squishy. And let's see. Let's go. Could just hold back a bit, but with the risk of them going around us. Let's go there. There we go. And they're not in deadly range either. Still, can't afford not to. Let's do this. Pacify them. Attack them. There we go. Pacify again. They will hit me, but not enough. Because I pacified them, that means they do less damage. There we go. Remember to use your essence. It is very important. We did lose one footman, but I am sure he was eager to die for the good of the barony. We did get some valuable XP. And that just doesn't look well, does it? I'm thinking those are the brigands mentioned earlier. A large group of brigands were meeting with a cloaked figure outside the ruins of Mason's quarry.
Well, if ain't they high and mighty, Baron of Loth. Brigands, I am here to collect the gold you've stolen from Pilgrim's Rest, and I swear by Aurelia's sorrow, you shall pay for the destruction of Mason's quarry with your lives. Ha! It's not like we're walking around with heaps of gold down our trousers. Now leave before things get bloody.
We won't leave, of course. But looking at this, the cultists, they did mention they had a mysterious robed figure among them. Let's do a manual, see if we can learn more. Well, that cultist is just gonna die, isn't he? Well, poor thing. That won't be good for him at all. Let's see. We can move up, I guess. We can do protection. Do that. Step on up. He won't hurt that many, so we'll rely on our lovely troops. Smack. Smack. There we go. We can either let our last footman take care of him or hope for a better day. Now, they are gonna reload. There we go. Not a single troop lost. The troops of the Barony of Loth really, they put their spirit into this fight. Oh, look at them go. There we go. And perfect victory. Let's search Mason's Quarry. The old settlement of Mason's Quarry was destroyed, except for walls built in the time of Aurelia. Brigands had stripped the town bare before touching it, and only the smoldering ruins remained. From beyond the wall, 3 tired and wounded footmen emerged from a hiding spot.
My Baron, we failed you and these people. We tried to stop them, but eventually had to retreat. Save your apologies. I can see you fought as hard as you could. No shadow will tarnish your name, for Aurelia smiles upon you for surviving at all. Thank you, my lord. If you would have us, we would like to join your forces.
Their dialect just jumped and skipped halfway through. For a few seconds there, they were slightly Scottish. There we go. Looking good, we've replenished our forces. Still lost 1 poor footman, but we'll make do, I'm sure. These old walls stood in the times of Aurelia. It's impressive. Leaving no stone untouched. Let's push on free. Now, I know that these Barons. Very guy I'm gonna get some rent money for. Imagine that, the great old Baron reduced to a rent collector.
Baron, my good tenant, I am here to collect your payment. The gold is sorely needed. My people are starving, and I must pay the tithe to the stout hearts.
Now, we did discuss a bit in the office, depending on what dialects to use on different things. And we all agreed Barons were American. Baron. According to the lease, the Barony of Loth must maintain the roads to and from the leasehold of Comfrey. As you are in breach of a contract, there will be no payment, and the lands now default to the merchant House of Fairbrand.
Come now, the damage to the roads were caused by recent flooding. They will be repaired when the water recedes.
Then you should have stipulated those details in the lease before signing. And now that Comfrey is part of the Free States of Barria, they will consider any act of aggression as a proclamation of war.
But this is the ancestral seat of House, the seat of Barony of Loth. We cannot accept this. I will not relinquish these holdings due to a trick in merchant contract.
You should have read your contract.
A contract will not strip me of what is owed. If we don't get the gold, then we're seizing Comfrey by force.
Very well. I have received your declaration of war, and I will inform the House of Fairbrand. Prepare yourself. There we go. We will prepare ourselves. Thank you very much. Let's, next turn, obviously. Cozy Tavern, plus a bunch of movements. I get that. Visiting a nice cozy tavern will have, lengthen your stride a bit. We knew you were gonna declare war. You barons always hunger for war.
You have left me little choice. If I do not pay a stout heart, I will lose the barony and be exiled, just like Hammond.
Hammond is a name you might remember if you've played the first song. Arleon. Alright, let's see if we can handle a troop of Baryon mercenaries. That will do. Should want to place my troops up here, but we will have to wait. Let's do manual battle. There we go. Spear wall. Spear wall is nice. That means they attack me if I go in there. But I have no need of going there. So let's see. They can reach around there. That means they'll probably attack me regardless next time. I could back off. Just like this. Back up a bit. Perfect. We'll wait. And we'll ambush. There we go. Boom. That is very nice indeed. Now, these Baryons are absolutely not, well, they might approach a bit. We are gonna pacify them just to make sure they don't go anywhere. Then we'll move there. Oh, right. Spear wall. Brilliant move. They will retaliate, of course. There we go. Could have played that a bit differently. But we are now, well, we've lost so far 3 footmen all in all. I've had worse. Let's see, combat training. Making sure my troops are just a tad bit more efficient.
Hail, my good fellows. How did this happen?
Baron Aldous, we've been gambling with the mercenaries at a tavern, and some nights ago we lost quite severely.
Such things happen.
The Baryons said we were in their debt, and as we couldn't pay, they named us indebted and put us in cages.
Well, I will have none of that. You're free man now, my good man.
Now the Baryons, they have they're slavers. So, losing a couple of hands of cards, that might get you enslaved. That's a bit harsh. I hope you agree. Let's push up. Flooded roads. The road ahead was washed out by the flood, and water levels were rising. These floods are worse than I thought. We need to retake the lands of Comfrey to feed these people.
Aye, my lord. There's an old path that follows the north end of the lake. It will take longer, and there is much lawfulness.
Lead on. We don't have any time to lose. All right. Let's see. Bomblin Bog is visited. I can see a nice tent there. I might get some more troops. Ooh, archers. Absolutely perfect. And that is a given to visit. Now, there we go. Combat training. +1. Oh, +10 ranged. Offense. Well, this is better. We get one more retaliation by doing combat training. But let's do with that, since I'm focusing so much on my archers and militia. Now, I am going to avoid the bandit hideout. It is a nice source of XP and resources, but you can't do all the fights. Besides, bandit hideout means a different kind of fight. I'll show you a bit later. The view is spectacular. Look, there's that nice little village. The roads washed away in the flood. Boots, some wolves, nasty bandits. We'll take care of the wolves first. There we go. All right. Manual battle. Oh, they might be passing down there. Oh, that's the only option they have. Let's go there. Manual. Let's go there. Positioning your troops is always important. Oh, they were way too quick. But they can't attack me from up there. They can attack me from there. So that is a mistake on my end. We'll wait a bit more for that, and we'll start shooting them. There we go. Oh well, we lost one militia, because the wolves are stealthy. That means they run away so that I can't attack them regardless if I stood next to them. Still, one militiaman, not a bad start. Let's get some nice boots. They give me movement and view radius. Let's see if we can take care of these bandits. A large number of brigands have set up camp here, and as the Baron's forces neared them, they could see a cloaked figure moving amongst them.
You, Baronaldus? Rot. We'd hoped to be long gone before you arrived.
I am, and we're here to rid these lands of your lot, with Aurelia's courage at our back, and her fury in our arms.
We too pray for Aurelia.
Or we will.
Oh, please forgive us.
I can forgive many things. He totally can. But the burning and murdering that happened here is too much, and you will all pay in blood. There we go. Cultists, brigands, poachers, and outlaws. More of a mixed bag than before. See if they can rush us if we take the high ground. Now, one of them, the poacher, probably stands there, and it's a nasty little range troop. Let's do a manual battle. Oh. Inspired. Let's go there. Let's push back. They'll run ahead. There we go. Let's wait for them. Let's do ambush. Smack. I'm pretty sure we got this. It's those guys that we want to be careful with. Let's do pacifier. Nice. There we go. And we'll take care of the last cultist. Nice and careful fight. Got some bruises, but that was about it. Let's see what kind of... Oh, they obviously carried stone because they took it from the quarry. They are thieves, and I'm glad we take care of them. Or the Barony of Loth. That gateway looks nice. There we go. A faint hum was heard near this ancient archway. Even as this ancient archway crumbles, so too does the honor in people's hearts. I fear we may be too late to stop the Barons and save Aurelia's faithful. What hope do the people of Loth have now? My lord, there's an old shrine south of here, the last one on the Pilgrim's Trail. Perhaps Aurelia will hear us in our time of need. Lead on, for even if we are to meet our end, it will be a comfort to speak the oath once more. There we go, looking good. Now we could do the careful part, we could do the more aggressive part. Now, there is a bandit hideout just over here. They will probably kill quite a few of us. That's because even though we'll win, the bandit hideout starts with ambush. Right now, feels like... I'll show you. No, it will be easy, but we'll fight. And as you can tell, we start like this. A totally different scenario than we usually have. And they start with an advantage when it comes to, well, initiative. So that means they will attack a bit faster than we're accustomed to. Let's do it like that. Awesome. Let's do manual battle. We might lose quite a few. Because they're quick. Stab. Not too bad. Poor militia. Stab. See? Told you. We will lose quite a few. Nasty little. And we'll make sure I'm quick enough to reach him. There we go. Still, we lost quite a lot of troops. But that's because ambushes are hard. I did get XP though, and XP is nice. Let's see, I lost a lot of my ranged troops, so let's go with command instead. In the trees, neglected and worn, they found the third ancient shrine of Aurelia. Aldous and his troops knelt in front of it. Soldiers of Loth, kneel with me to recite the final passage of the oath to Aurelia. May we draw strength from her to defeat these Barons, and should we fall, we'll die knowing we did it to defend those in need. He is such a champ.
If I am called, my oath will soon deliver, my body, soul, and spirit to your side. For Arleon, Aurelia Eternal, I swear this oath, so I will never die. As Baron Aldous and his troop spoke the last line of the oath, a large group of cloaked figures approached from the north. Their leader stepped forward and pulled back her hood. Baron Aldous, I too am a devoted follower of the great Empress Aurelia. My faithful and I often pray here, and I've prayed for a meeting of just this kind.
A meeting with me? I'll gladly offer the little help I can, but I have money duties already.
You misunderstand, my Baron. It is I that offer help. I belong to an order named the Unseen Society, and we would lend our strength to yours and rid this land of brigands and barons.
While I would welcome your aid, I fear that I cannot pay you.
We don't need gold. All we ask for is the freedom to pursue our research in your barony. We want to unearth the old structures of Aurelia, of the Empire, and try to learn how the Empress could rule with peace and prosperity.
This is a noble goal. If you can help us oust the Barons, I would gladly welcome your research into the past.
Then we are allies. I will lend my own strength as a wielder to you if you would let me.
Of course, I should have guessed you possess power. Just one question. I have seen men like your followers in the bands of the brigands, and even slain some of them. Why is that?
They've been preaching Aurelia's word and trying to convert them to our ways. We hoped these brutes could be turned by words instead of violence.
I see. You were very wise to seek a peaceful outcome. I am satisfied and eager to give those Barons a good beating.
I will send words to my scholars, oath chanters, and toxicologists to come to your aid. By Aurelia's glory, Loth shall rise in favor once more.
There we go. We've got ourselves a new wielder. This one looks mighty impressive. We are gonna do a little swapperoo. I still want Aldous as my main little guy. And I want to give him as many troops as I can. There we go. I think that looks good. Baron Aldous can move on. Get some more cultists. That seems fun. And she can head over here. The small village of Sunglade was almost entirely flooded. An old farmer stood by his smithy, his feet deep in mud. Greetings. We don't have much to offer, but we gladly help in any way we can. I heard you were fighting back against the barons and brigands.
We are. By the grace of Aurelia, this will be a strong seat of power for Loth again.
Together for her. There we go, got ourselves some militia. Too bad all the other militiamen died. Gonna go and get that. Take a learn. Do a little glimmer weave. Nice. Let's visit these guys.
My Lord Baron, welcome. We dedicated toxicologists are ready to serve.
This lab is impressive. Have you been here long?
A short while. Many toxins and serums are needed to clean the antiquities of the Empire and care for the bones of the ancient. And whilst it was not our intent, of course, we've noticed the same toxins are quite effective should brigands dare stray too close.
Brigands or barons, for now, that is what I need you for. That is nice. Let's get some toxicologists. They're not a real doctor. There we go, that was a nice little round. Alda's army is definitely increasing in size. Let's go take care of this. The Baryon mercenaries. They have musketeers. Keep from sort of thinking about that lovely movie, The Three Musketeers. That is, we're not the same. Let's see what a quick battle does. Losing 9 cultists is not something I had planned. Let's do a manual battle, see if I can lose more. I think that's fair. I mean, give this game a chance. There are quite a lot of them. And the musketeers, I think, will be my greatest threat. Let's head on back, do a song to encourage my troops. They can hit me next round. I can dodge back a bit. They'll have to walk. They will shoot me next time, which is not, ideal. But with the addition of the standard Loth troops, we've gotten a more diverse essence boost. That means we can do more things. One of them is this one right here, Aegis. Let the essence shield you from arrows and missiles. You get 27% ranged resistance, which is good in any book. Let's see who we are shooting. That guy. There we go. We are gonna ambush. Take a step back. There we go. Perfect. Now we're gonna head on up because we want these guys to fire at my footmen. They might walk past regardless, but we will see. We will do that. Let's check their initiative. 11 and 9. Should have done quicken on my archers instead. And Aegis right there. Let's do a little walkabout. Perfect. Aegis in this case have protected my lovely footmen in a way that nothing else could. Let's see if we can take them down a bit before we do anything else. Now they will probably hurt me regardless. We will see, but not as much as one could have thought. There we go, lost 2 of them. That is doable in many, many ways. Now Aegis has helped me a bit. Let's see what more we can do. We can protect that guy and make him head up. Stab. There we go. There we go. Awesome. There were some losses, of course, but minor. And definitely not 9 cultists. Did lose 3, maybe, of the footmen. Yeah, 3. Not the best, not the worst. Let's do command again. Some weary rangers approached from the south.
Baron Aldous, Boar's Hollow lies to the south. We will gladly welcome the unseen society and gather the fight as needed to do battle with the Barbarians.
Thank you. May Aurelia be with us now and forever. We will march to Boar's Hollow. What do you need? What do you know of the Barbarians?
They have captured Comfrey and are establishing a base by the coast. We should expect them eventually to come through the mountain pass and take these lands as well.
We'll be ready. All right. Now, that is grim news. We don't want them. We don't want the Barbarians taking care of everything. Let's head on over. See if we can join forces. Those militia, for instance, look eager to join. Can't reach, well, run up, I'm sure. Ooh, nice little town. Boar's Hollow, large settlement indeed. And our turn right there. Take some stone, head on over. There we go. As Baron of Loth forces neared Boar's Hollow, a member of the Unseen Society came out to meet them. Baron of Loth, we've been welcomed here by the farmers and townsfolk. Many of our brothers and sisters will flock to our banners once we begin excavations. Splendid. I've been forbidden by the stout hearts to arm and train any additional forces, but the vassal oath says nothing about recruits from the Unseen Society. I see you've learned about deal-makings from the Barons, Lord Aldous. In times of strife, one must adapt, although it does feel dishonest. See, he's such a nice guy. I mean, even this little thing. Oh well. The militia of Oak Hills, you're right. I'm sure she would smile upon us. Oak Hills is just another callback to our earlier campaigns. If you play early on the early missions, you will face and see many of these cities. Now, we can't draft any troops just yet. That is because we want to upgrade this lovely little town. And we'll do a Aurelia Sanctum. That sounds good. Perfect. Can't do anything more. You can head on over, talk to those guys. Hello, Ambertina. While we were excavating, the undead soldiers arose. Have you found any way to sway their purpose? We have not. They guard the treasures we uncovered. I shall investigate. Join me. Yes, Ambertina. All right, more cultists. Sweet. They can replenish a lot of stuff. Let's see, they're still building. Can't do anything more. I can grab south and do an FA offering tree. They seem to have a nice little resource over here, but I kind of want to visit that one. So far, the enemy forces haven't really popped up. We'll upgrade that one. See if we can draft some troops. Perfect. That is a nice little group, don't you think? There we go. Ambertina. Got some stuff. More cultists. That fight seems a bit too tough. Let's see if we can join forces with the good old Baron. Oh no! That's not ideal for Ambertina. I'm pretty sure she's not ready to face another wielder. Before the battle, the proud figure of Sana's true weight approached Ambertina. Let's say they were American, right? Yeah. Southern. Greetings. I am Sana's true weight, and I've been contracted to secure these lands for the House of Fairbrand. My contract clearly states who to do battle with and who to let live in peace. I'm sad to say that you are one I must do battle with. How can this war be just? A small clause in a contract about something you Barons knew Baron Aldous would deal with. I must admit that I don't know what made this war possible, only that I was contracted to lead House Fairbrand's forces and secure the land. Very well, prepare yourself, Baron, and we'll try to show mercy in Aurelia's name. Cocky words, Albertina, considering this is what you're facing. Now, I know I'll lose. This is a challenging fight for Albertina, and she's not leveled up. Sana's true weight, however, is. We'll do a quick battle, see if we can damage her forces at all. Now, we did. We did kill quite a few of them. That will make Baron Aldous' fight a tad bit easier. There we go. And we can either wait in our town or attack. Can do a guard tower just for extra precaution. Let's see how quick they are. They might be too quick. In that case, I want to defend with my wielder. Oh, that is fine. Perfect. Let's jump on out. Now, the guard tower, of course, gives my place a bit more protection. Let's see if we can actually build more troops at all. Just the cultists. We will draft the troops I need, and then we'll push on up. Now, if we want to, we can skip those cultists right there, divide the Aurelian scholars into a new group, making them a bit tougher, and giving us a lot more essence. But 7 cultists aren't too, it's something. Let's head on up, see if we can face the Barians in the field of battle. Or go and grab their settlements. That seems like fun. Can grab that nice helmet as well. A thunder of Oathbound. That's a lot of them. Let's take care of them. Bound to guard. Is it the Empress you speak of? She is long gone from this world, though her essence remains. Bound to conquer. I would have used some treasures you guard. Stand aside, for I am the lawful ruler of this land. Bow to guard. Alright, let's see. There's a lot of them. We'll try to stay back a bit. Let's do a manual battle. This might be a bit more defensive. Thankfully, the Oathbound don't have shields. That means a lot of my ranged troops still will be effective. There we go. Pulling back. Praying. Now, they will reach my lovely troops next round. I don't want that. We will guard a bit more. I'm not worried about those guys. We'll take care of them with the toxicologists. We'll start by shooting a bunch of people. We have some more. Aegis won't help us now. Defense might. Hopefully we get some repel and stuff like that. We'll start hurting them. They were first one to move, so they will get the ambush on them. They will sing. Sing. There we go. Perfect. Well, perfect, but better. Let's see. They have a 1 retaliation. That is okay. There we go. See if we can do anything spiffy. We will dimension. No, wait. We will repel that guy. There we go. Now he won't be able to reach our stuff. We'll buff our troops. There we go. We did lose a footman, but we gained some nice XP. Get some nice stuff. Open face bassinet. Perfect. They seem to be slow. Let's see if we can ambush them. They must have a base somewhere. This road led to Comfrey and the Barons that occupied these lands. Perfect. Let's go get them. Oh, she might have gotten news of our plans. Oh, she's probably going for our other settlement. Seems like she's missing the point. Let's take back our lands. Yeah. She's going for the old settlement. We'll make sure to save a look at these. Look at that place. Right there. Very easy fight. Let's do a quick battle. Make sure it's... if you guys want to see a siege battle, but... we'll take care of it. Let's go with a manual battle. We'll win in the end, I'm sure. I have all the faith in the world of the good old Baron. Now this will hurt a bit because, well, sieges tend to do that. Now these guys are tricky and they will fire, but those are the most dangerous ones. These guys will rush, that is fine. We'll wait. Ruff, ruff. These guys, tricky. There we go. We did lose quite a few of my toxicologists. Damn shame. Ow. Those ballistas look good. Now they will reach me next time, and as we said, they did have a retaliation. We'll see if we can increase. Let's see what we have. We have initiative 21, initiative 16, and quicken gets +5 initiative. There we go. Oh no, my cultists. Poor things. Let's see if we can stand instead. We can do this. No, we won't kill any of them. They have hit points of 40. That means a single blast from that one won't help at all. Now they will probably shoot them. That is fine. I'll lose one of them. My poor toxicologists. There we go. That took a bit of a beating, but it was nice to show off a little town. Sorry for the lack of commentary. I can convert it, decide this, and I get to nice. Let's do command. She's taking my old city. Poor things, but I got the big one. I mean, when it comes to base trade, this is better. 10 more stone, but I am getting quite a bit of stone from doing this. Let's grab some resources. Oh, there's tons of militias down here. Let's hope they know and remember who their ruler is. My heart swells with pride. You're fighting back against the brigands. My Baron, who dwell in these lands and
We are and will always be loyal subjects to Barony of Loth. Let us help you fight these invaders.
That was a horrible dialect, but let's go with it. Perfect, let's grab more. Hope for always. Yes, they claim the small threats, but yes. We'll avenge them. For sure. They also want to join. Have you seen the size of my troops? There's some cultists down there as well. Let's go over here. Oh, there's a mine. Do. Ooh, all troops get +2 hit points. Yes. Now she's obviously walking back. You've heard the rumors of the Baron taking back all his lands. Let's do a laboratory. Let's go discover what else we have in these lovely lands. So many troops. Wielder, the unseen are now seen. We are ready to serve. Oh. That is a nice force. Perfect. Let's go and just, I think, take care of the Barbarians. We definitely have the troops for it. This is a sizable host, if I ever saw one. I think the best one I had so far. Now look at the campaign so far. A lot of people have already played it. It's been out for a couple of days. People are absolutely enjoying it. And, well, we're very, very glad they are. The amount of goodwill and good wishes that we've gotten from the community is awe-inspiring. Hi! Very easy threat. Sana's true weight you shouldn't have. Let's lay down some justice for our lands. Yeah, that is nothing compared to what we have. They have musicians just like I. They have those little ranged boys. They did quicken, as you can tell. The enemy wielders have gotten a lot better, depending on when you saw this game last, at using essence and using spells. And stuff like that, like simple things, like using quicken, can absolutely change the course of the game. They can't reach anyone so far. They can. What I want to do, of course, is lay down the hurt on those guys, because they are the most dangerous so far. There we go. This isn't going as well as she thought. Now, she is using protection, and as you can tell, you can use protection several times, just like this. Increasing your stats. Now, right now, they have 20 plus in damage resistance and defense, just by using protection ×2. And I have momentum, and momentum you gain from killing enemy troops. So this guy is buffed. There we go. The Barbarian incursion into the Barons of Loth is taken care of, and it couldn't have done smoother. Well, it could, but this was very smooth. Alright, I lost 2 scholars, or 1 scholar and 1 toxicologist. I got some nice spoils of war, and I'm done. As the last Barbarian surrendered before the forces of Baron of Loth, Sanas knelt and presented her standard as a sign of surrender. I yield. Our battalions will withdraw, and I place myself in your hands for ransom. I am worth a fair share of gold for the right house. The House of Rosewater would be my advice. They are very wealthy. Good advice, sir. We need food, gold, and materials. What would you be worth enough to feed the peasants here for a month? That's nice of Aldous, always thinking about his peasants. I would. Then I accept. The remainder of your battalion may leave in peace. Do you think they will send more troops to invade? I am certain they wouldn't let her go with this prize so easily, but it will be hard for them to recruit a wielder. I, for one, will take no contracts to wage war against your barony, since that would violate the mercenary code. Hopefully, you can stand against her. I hope so, with Aurelia's blessing. Take her away. Sanas were taken away with Anambatina and Aldous made plans. Baron, with the wielder defeated, it's just mopping up here. I think you can handle that without me. Well, I didn't need you that much, did I? I did need your troops. I have urgent matters elsewhere. I can, Scholar Ambertina, and thank you. Our pleasure. I will send words to all members of the Unseen Society throughout your barony, but you will act as our patron. Wonderful. I will do anything within my power to bring back the glory days of her empire. As will we, together for her. Together for her. Game saved, and we are done. Victory. After Comfrey was retaken, the Unseen Society was welcomed into the Barony of Loth and offered protection under its laws. But the Unseen hard work had just begun, and together with Loth, they would bring back the glory days of old.